Hello. Um, for me to look so cheered up, so happy, y'all, I quit my job today. I woke up and I was not feeling it. And there was a proposition. I really do not know if I'm using the correct word. Because it was one time I used the word on here and then I decided to look it up. And girl, that had nothing to do with anything that I was talking about. But there was just something. I was just so drained yesterday, y'all. I was so drained. So I decided to call, the people that I work with and just be like, just try and like find some type of solution to what was going on because I was drained from work, but it wasn't the kids, it was the people I was working with. And so I was just like, yeah, like what can we do? What can we do? Um Long story short, it just kind of felt like fuck you. That's what it felt like they were saying. It probably wasn't intentional, but I definitely was not in their best interest. So it was just like, okay, cool. I lay down, go to sleep, wake up. I'm not feeling it. I can't even pretend. I'm literally not feeling it. I'm quite literally telling myself either this is going to be my last week or I don't know. I literally do not know. Like, so I call. It's not even that. I'm really skipping a whole bunch of sorry, I'm skipping a whole bunch of parts. Y'all, I literally felt like the universe was speaking to me this morning. And it was like it wasn't just one sign, it wasn't two, like it was consistent, like, girl, you better not go. You better not go. You better not. That's what it literally felt like. Um, I woke up and I don't know if y'all have the app Insight. I don't know. I found out about the app Insight through somebody that I was once. Well, I still watch her from time to time. I forgot her not Instagram, YouTube name, but yeah, like she put me onto Insight and Refocus. And Refocus is an app that blocks apps, and then Insight is an app that it like promotes yoga, meditation, journaling, all of that stuff. Like anything concerning healthcare, not healthcare, self care. It has a lot to do with that. So I've been very, consistent on those apps, and they have a challenge going on Insight right now, like a meditation challenge. And granted, I don't do it every day. I do still, try to utilize it because it's like real simple, real quick, straight to the point. You can't do wrong with just like meditating for 5 minutes out your day. Mind you, there's 24 hours in a day. You can't do wrong with those little 5 minutes. So, you know, I'm doing my little one too. I'm already not in the mood. So I'm just like, girl, let me meditate. Hopefully it make me feel better. I come to some type of conclusion. I don't know. So I'm listening. Mind you, I didn't even move. Like I just woke up. I honestly laid in bed for like 30 minutes before I started to like move or whatever or decide to even try to do anything. So yeah, I'm like, let me just meditate. Thinking I'm a meditate. Today wasn't a meditation, y'all. It was a journal prompt. And I can't lie, in those it was a lot of people angry in those comments. But that little old journal prompt instilled some type of like guidance within me. Like literally. So I'm sitting there listening, and her whole prompt was more so on if you were, dang, what's the word? I literally forgot the word because it had to do with like people trying to just do stuff just to do it, just to say they're doing it, but they're not necessarily making a decision. And she was just saying, not making a decision is still making a decision. So if you don't decide to, you know, actually take action on some of the stuff that you do, you're going to continue to be stuck. All this time is going to pass, and you're going to look back and be like, damn. So yeah, basically that was the whole point of that. And she asked a lot of questions concerning or basically trying to get to the point of you to see if you've been um like basically stalling in a sense for the lack of not remembering the word. I feel like it started with a D too. I don't remember, but yeah, she was just trying to see like, have you been stalling within your life? Have you been saying, "Oh, this is what I want to do, but I don't know what to do, but I'm scared to like let go of this because if I let go of this, what's gonna have to like?" Yeah, she was just like, asking the questions or whatever, and I answered yes to a lot of the questions, and then she ended it off with, "So if you answered yes to most of these, 9 times out of 10, you've been stalling," and I'm like, damn. I'm like, dang. And what's crazy is as she was asking the questions, I was wondering like how she's going to determine whether or not this like resonates with people. Cause I felt like I was still confused as she was like trying to explain. But I feel like I was confused because I was trying to pretend as if I was like okay with my job, if that makes sense. So yeah. She was like, chances are you've been stalling, you might want to work on that. And so everybody in the comments is like, this is not meditation. This is not meditation. Like, da 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 da. This is not meditation. Next time I would, da 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 da. Girl, and the whole time I'm over here like, damn, this got to be a sign from the universe. I literally wrote, wow, like, this feel like a sign from the universe. And then not only that, I think I had accidentally swiped out of it, but I come back and somebody commented above me. Literally after I commented, somebody else commented. It talked about this book called The Artist's Way. And so I screenshotted it because I'm like, shit, I low key think I'm about to quit. So, girl, I'm going to have a lot of time within the next few days, next few weeks, whatever. But a lot of time is coming for sure. So I was like, I could definitely look into this book. So then I'm like, okay, podcast time. I wake up and try to listen to podcasts. I'm not gonna say every morning, but like when I have a routine schedule going on, yeah, I like to start my day with some type of meditation. Either I'm doing yoga, either I'm quieting the mind, either I'm stretching. Like I like to start the day off doing something that's gonna make me feel like I've released whatever happened yesterday. And then I like to listen to podcasts so that I could, you know, either slowly shape the way that I think or slowly like change my perspective, or I like to just simply listen to like tips and stuff that I could do to continue to improve my life, or just simple things that's going to help me, continue to progress in life. So I'm listening to one of the podcasts that I listen to very frequently, which is For the Healthy Hoes. I love that podcast. I've been listening to them for a year now. Um, so yeah, and Reed, she's basically it killed me because um I'm trying to see. I literally cannot think off the top of my head right now what the podcast was called, but she also mentioned The Artist's Way after I just seen somebody talk about The Artist's Way, and I'm like, hold on. Like, okay, now I really got to look into this book and see what's going on. Like, what are they talking about? But she was basically saying how you kind of just got to let your creativity speak for you and stop being scared to like take a leap of faith, because y'all being scared is honestly it's not going to do anything. Cuz yesterday when I made that call to the person that's over me, technically the person that I run to when there's issues, or I go to, you know, that's over me, I was scared. I was scared to call because I'm like, I don't want anybody to feel like I'm like nitpicking or anything, but there's literally like a disconnect. And if they want me to continue to show up, baby, we got to do something about it. We have to do something about it. So I'm like, girl, fuck it. I got to call. Cause I literally was laying down, my eyes closed, and that's all that was going on in my head. Like just thinking about my day, thinking about how terrible I felt at work. And I was like, damn, I should call. I should definitely call. So I got up and I called. And yeah. But so that was my second sign. And then after that, I was like moving slowly because now I'm at the point of like contemplating. I'm like, bro, I don't know. Like, I feel like low key, if I go to work, I'm betraying. There's something that I'm betraying. There's something that I'm not listening to. There's something that I'm just overlooking, and it just doesn't feel right, low key. But I still have it in my mind that I need to go to work. So I'm like, I'm moving slowly. I'm moving oh so slowly. Like I'm talking about as I'm listening to the podcast, I was sitting down listening the whole time. Literally, time passing by and it's getting closer and closer to that time to walk out the door. And I'm just sitting and I'm just like, oh my gosh. And then I decide, you know what? Let me go look up this book. So I look up the book on TikTok and I'm seeing all these great reviews about it. First off, a whole bunch of yes, like it unlocked a lot of creativity I didn't know I had within me. My mama started selling da 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 after she read the book, and yeah, this and that and this, and I didn't even know I was capable of this, and I wasn't ready for the book because I had to handle this. And I'm like, hold on, like I love a good challenge. I love a good challenge. Anything that I gotta unlock, reveal, that's me. I love a good challenge. So I'm like, dang, like I think I gotta buy this book. So it wasn't even just that, y'all. So I'm looking at the reviews, and I look at the time. It's 5:55. As far as I know, 5:55 has to do with like change and transformation. But I'm also aware of the fact that um when you see synchronicities within numbers, it don't necessarily mean a lot of the things that people say, which is why like I see a lot of synchronicities within numbers, a lot. But it's under my impression that a lot of the times numbers is kind of like it has its own personal meaning to every personal person, to every individual person, if that makes sense. So I don't necessarily just be too hype over, hey, 444, that mean 333, that mean I no. But I mean, I still be trying to connect the dots to see what it means to me personally. But that 555 simply in my chest, that literally just felt like, girl, quits. So I'm like, damn, like it'll be a slap in the face if I still get my ass up and go to work. It would literally be a slap in the face if I still decide, okay, girl, I'm gonna get up and go to like. So I'm like, damn, I know I gotta quit. Like, I know, cause I'm the type of person I'm gonna ask for a sign. I'm gonna ask for a sign. I feel like sometimes I'll be like hyper aware that I fuck around and miss the sign because I'm literally looking like within little shit to see, okay, let me see if this can mean something. Yeah. So I'm like, girl, I'm not even looking, and the shit is literally one after another. And I'm like, as much as I ask for signs and feel as though, either shit take too long to come to me or I be missing it, this would be a slap in the face to not listen. This would be a slap in the face to just get my happy go lucky ass up and take my miserable ass, not even happy go lucky, take my miserable ass to work, knowing I'm not really fucking with it like that, knowing how drained it made me yesterday, well, the past 2 days, really. Like, I would be crazy to get up in the rain at that, y'all. It was storming, raining, pouring really hard. I feel like that was another sign, too. And they said it was going to be raining up until like 12, 1 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock when I wake up and it's thunder and lightning, all type of like you can literally hear how much rain it was. And I'm like, damn, this would be crazy to make my granny go all the way 40 minutes out into the city, take me home. Not even 40 minutes, because when it's raining, we driving slower. My granny don't play that shit. So maybe an hour, maybe 50 minutes, like it would be a slap in the face to everybody, me included. So I'm like, yeah, I'm probably not going to work. So I called them, and y'all, I called them and I'm like, hey, this is Kaylin. Um, I believe that I would like to resign. I don't feel like this position aligns with me anymore. And I feel like I'm kind of outgrowing everything. And his response was like, okay, like try and give it to the end of the week. And uh, you can let us know your decision on Monday because we're gonna have to find you a replacement. I say these people, bro. This is why I know this. Like, life after college, bro. Life because I don't do. It's not even disrespect. I understand as a company, there's a certain way you have to like operate. I get that. I understand that, but people have to understand when it comes to certain things, people are going to pick and choose whatever best benefits them. And me leaving, they didn't give a fuck about me saying, "Oh, girl, this don't align with me. I felt triggered and I'm burnt out." They didn't give a fuck. They told me hold it out 2 more days, twice at that, because I didn't even get into the first response that I received from talking to the person that was above me. They basically was like, "Yeah, no, you got to thug it out for the rest of the week, and next week we're definitely going to see a change." Like, no, they don't give a fuck, but they're going to expect you to give a fuck back. And yeah, I'm the type of person, I don't do that running over people shit, and I don't fuck with people trying to run over me. And not saying that that was what they was doing, because it's all about the matter of perspective, but I can blatantly see that their company was in their best interest. No matter how much they said, "Oh, like we care about you, if it's something going on, let us know." Da 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 da. I decide to communicate my feelings, and you tell me to wait it out. Baby, I said I'm burnt out now. I didn't say I was gonna be burnt out by the end of the week. I said I'm burnt out now, and you told me wait it out. Yeah, no, that wasn't. I wasn't fucking with that. I'm sorry, but I wasn't fucking with that. So yeah, no, I didn't show up, and it's crazy because when he said that, I didn't take it as that. I took it as him saying, take the rest of the week off and then Monday let me know if you want to continue to work. Thinking people actually give a fuck. That's not what he meant. He meant, girl, go to work in this pouring rain, in the thunder, in the lightning. Go to work. And then by Monday, you let me know what you want to do. And yeah, no, that was dead. But like I said, I still stand by what I said when I said the company is family oriented. It is when it's in their best interest for sure. But it's family oriented, and that doesn't take away all the good qualities that it has. It just simply does not align with me. And that's just that. But no, after that, I felt a release. I cannot lie, I felt a release. It felt like I didn't have to pretend for sure. I'm not too big on pretending, especially if I know that I'm going to have to pretend. I'm not too big on pretending, which is why I decided, girl, let me call them. Let me tell them I'm burnt out now. I can't pretend. I don't even want to have to pretend, especially when I know what's going on and I'm aware of everything that's going on. It's hard to go back into that state of oblivion. It is so fucking hard to pretend I don't know what the hell is going on. Y'all, I'm a very aware person and it's so fucking crazy. It literally be so hard to like ignore shit. Like I literally have to sit and pay attention and like connect the dots. And then when the dots are connected, baby, the full picture is there. I can't do nothing about that. But yeah, no, that was just crazy to me. But I felt so much better because y'all went outside and I went to go sit in the rain. I felt like this was the perfect time to go sit and like enjoy the weather. I sat in the rain and I felt so good. I really did. And y'all, and then I seen a bird flying in the rain. And I sat there and I thought to myself, I was like, that feel like me. Like I feel like I'm that bird in a sense. Cause then I started recognizing how concerning this job changing shit or simply the stress of having to find a job or having to need a job or whatever, like I don't know. I don't feel like I necessarily have anybody to go to about that that's going to understand. No matter how much I try to break it down to people, I don't really feel like people understand, especially being or understanding that we all have our own like life to live. We all have different components to those lives that we are living. We all have, let me slow down. We all have things that we are interested in. I don't feel like there's too many people I can connect with when it comes to my interests. I don't feel like there are too many people I can connect with when it comes to talking about my career. I don't feel like there are too many people I can connect with when it comes to just a lot of the shit that goes on in my life, period, which is why I mean, I share things with my friends. I share things with certain people, but I don't always go into detail about what it's truly like to not have nobody to just, break it down to. But at the same time, I understand that, girl, it's me. So why not just talk to me? She gets it. Like, why not just break it down to her? She gets it. So that be cool. Literally, like I'm not gonna say always, but there's quite a few moments where I sit there and be like, damn, I do be wishing I could have somebody to like understand this. But then I revert back to myself, like, girl, you understand it. All you gotta do is, girl, talk about it and listen to it. So you can just be like, yeah, that's real as fuck, actually. Which is why I low key started this YouTube. Literally, because I'm already creating videos. I'm already talking, speaking my mind into videos. I literally have so many videos that the world has never seen. So many videos. And then they're like very long at that. Like, because y'all, my life, I'm not gonna say my life is crazy. At one point in time, it was ballistic, but my life is so it's a journey, but it be fun. I can't lie. Like I said, I love a challenge. I love overcoming shit. I love overcoming shit internally at that, because not a lot of people focus on the eternal things. Literally, not a lot of people focus on what they're feeling inside. Like, it's a lot of blocks and barriers within a lot of people. There's even blocks and barriers within me, but it's like it's so much easier for me to catch it, and I feel like that's the cool part about being me. I don't know, but yeah, that's that. I feel like I needed to talk. I did start the book. So far it's cool because she says basically wake up every morning and just write 3 pages of whatever's going on in your head. Just write 3 pages. Even if you can't think of nothing, girl, just make sure those 3 pages is filled. Whatever pop up in your head, girl, write it down. And I decided, because I did wake up at 4 o'clock this morning, so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna take a nap and I'm gonna restart. And I took a nap and I wrote down 3 pages. Girl, I can't lie. After that, I just felt like I needed to express what was going on to other people. So I went down to my sister's room, yapped the fuck up out of her ear. Like, I yapped. I yapped. Walked away and I was like, I'm about to go make a YouTube video. And here I am, 23 minutes in. More so 22 minutes and 56 seconds. But here I am. And yeah, that's life update. I'm not tripping either. I actually feel like a little bit more useful and energetic in a sense, because I feel like, girl, I don't have to focus on what's draining me. I don't have to focus on getting ready for work tomorrow, and I don't have to focus on that. I'm just sitting here finding the time to be creative. I bought a bike. I bought a bike, but it comes tomorrow. I'm so excited because I haven't rode a bike in so long, and I used to ride bikes when I was younger. So I cannot wait for my bike to come in so that I can ride it. Granted, I live in the hood. I don't give a fuck. I'm about to ride the fuck out that bike, and that's just that. But that's all I have to say. Thank you. I love you. Hello to the new people. I'm very glad that y'all actually here, because I don't know. I'm more so looking for like a community based environment. Um, I probably should have said hey to y'all at the beginning, but I came in here with a mission. But yeah, thank y'all for being here. Don't hesitate to comment ever. Don't hesitate to like reach out in any way, any sense, any form. If you feel like you have something you want to talk about, or if you got a question, girl, let me know. I don't care. It does not matter. I literally built this so that I could connect with more people, because I love socializing so much. And since I'm not in college anymore, that kind of took that away from me. So, like, any way that I could socialize is so feasible to me. So, thank you so much for being here. Even if you watch this, thank you for watching this. Seriously, I'm grateful. Love you. Bye.